welcome back to my channel. Back to another episode of my grown pond build. Today, or the next few days, I'm doing the bricklaying, and I hope I can get most of it done in the next week. So I'll just turn you a quick around and show you what I'm up to. Okay, as you can see, I marked all the lines for the bricks, where the bricks are going. I measured it all, the line marker down, and yeah, got my first mix of cement done, and yeah, about to start bricklaying. So I'll keep you updated as I go, and let's see how it all works out. Okay, till the next clip. Good morning everyone out there. So we're back at the job. Just further update how I'm going. It's now 6 o'clock in the morning here in WA. A nice cup of tea. I decided to get up early and start on the koi pond nice and fresh. We have a nice cool morning. Because as I said before, we have hot days now. Yesterday we had in the 42 degree, so I worked on the pond till about 11:30, and then I just chucked it and said, nah, that's getting too hot. So I stopped it till 4:30. I think 4:30 I started again. The pond was back in the shade, so I did another bit of work, and yeah, so now I decided to start fresh and early for a couple hours till it gets warm, and then have a break and continue in the late afternoon. Maybe not, because the decking for our pool is supposed to arrive too, so that will have to be done in between the pond. So yeah, okay, let me turn you around and show you what I'm up to so far. Give me a second. So this is how far we got so far. Basically all the outlining of the pond are done in a couple of rows. What you can see here is basically the front and this wall. I laid the bricks flat. The plan was to do it with the entire pond. However, I changed my mind when I did all the measurements, and I thought over there, the filter chamber, and on this corner here, to save a bit of room and gain a bit more volume of water, and a bigger filter chamber, so I'll brick them upright. And what I do to make sure that it all has enough strength, so with the flat ones I'm not concerned, they will have plenty of strength. However, with these uprights, what I do is I'll place these steel rods in, bricklay them in, to give it a bit more strength in the wall. And I do that every second layer. Put these steel rods in, and everywhere else I put these. Get them. These brick ties, I put them in between the joints. So what I mean with that, what I do is I place them where the joints of the bricks are. So I put the mortar on, put the brick tie on the joint, and I do that all the way around in the corners. And yeah, basically they come every layer. I got two big packs of brick ties. These ties are usually used to just tie in cavity walls when you have basically double brick cavity wall, to tie these two, the front and the back, together. But I thought it can't hurt to use them in between to give the entire wall a bit more strength. So yeah, this is how far I got now, and So soon I place all my string lines, I will start bricklaying and annoy the neighbors when I use the grinder at 7 o'clock. Because 7 o'clock I'm allowed to use the grinder and make noise. Okay, that's it from me with this little part. I will come back to you probably tomorrow morning or to this afternoon after my second bricklaying, and let's see how far we got. Oh yeah, by the way, so I got the outline for the window here. It will be about, it is 1 meter in width. And another thing, I'm not going all the way down to the same level as the decking. I have one layer here just as a protection, just because I don't trust myself not to accidentally hit the glass with whatever, a broom or whatever you use for cleaning. So I just want to give that a bit more protection, because I can see myself hitting that glass and yeah, suddenly have a whole bunch of coils on the deck. Okay, see you with the next update. Good morning, we're back. A little update from the growing pond. I had a couple of days of break on the build. As I mentioned, I think I mentioned it before in one of the clips, that I was getting the decking for the pool, so I had to go and take a break on the growing pond and do a bit decking, and I will show you what I've done with the decking. That's my next job in a minute, so just go over there and have a look. Okay, here we're at the pool and the decking. So yeah, just forgive me with the sun glare. I'm trying to find a better spot in a minute. So as you can see, I've done the top of the pool. That was sort of a little pain to do, but I got there at the end. And a little advice: if you ever do composite decking, and you don't do it in the middle of the day or middle of the heat or hot day. So I'll show you these gaps here. They were only tiny little gaps, so I think about 5 mil, not even. When I put them together, like the instruction said, just leave a gap. I didn't realize how much this composite decking actually expands. And yeah, when it cooled down, like now it's early in the morning, this is the gap I then got. So I will have to go and get a sort of construction Sikko-Mastic to put in between. And a very, very good example I have here from one of these gaps. There's, well, let's say by a mistake, this gap here. When they put them together, it was hardly any gap. I forgot to leave a gap, and it was just not even a millimeter of a gap. And look how much that has was expanded when it was hot that day, and yeah, now where it's gone back. So yeah, try to avoid to do it in the middle of the day. So yeah, and this is the decking. Got in the last couple of days. The last base, this is the 3rd day of my decking journey. It works pretty good. I'm happy with it. And we had a lot yesterday, a nice cool day. So I don't have the big dramas with the gaps. The composite decking is nice to work with. It is heavy, I'll have to say that, and it is tough on your blade for some reason. I mean, I got pre-warned by the timber yard that sold me the product, but I would say I choose for composite decking because I'm sick of oiling and we are washing and cleaning timber decks every year. And my wife, she wanted a decking here at the pool, so that's what I did here. So, and if every one of you are wondering, while this is not on footings or any other material, to be honest, I couldn't be bothered putting footings out and concrete footings and all this and put the deck on that. I used a method I learned years ago back in Germany from a tradie when I was still a wholesale clerk in the building industry, and a lot of deckings over there were done with this method, having a nice layer of gravel with a membrane underneath it where the water can go through, but the gravel can't integrate or get mixed up with the soil underneath. So you put like what do they call them, a geofabric, or in my case I put a wheat mat underneath. The water can permeate through it, and then I put the thick gravel on top. So basically the timber lies on the gravel and it can't soak and interact with the soil underneath. That's how a lot of deckings were being done. We're coming from in Germany, and they last. When my best mate in Germany, he got it done, a decking done, and they did it the same method there. And this is now, how long am I here in Australia? I'm now 18 years here in Australia. He built his house, I think it's now almost 25 years ago, and the decking still exists. But he said he would never do a timber decking again. He would go for composite or something else. The maintenance is just, he didn't like it anymore. So yeah, that is just a little update on the decking. I had my little frustration yesterday when I started putting this decking down with these clips. There's no big instructions how to do it, in which direction. So when I put them down, I thought, yeah, you just screw them in and then put the decking against it. No, it's completely not. It's not how you do it. You screw them just a little bit in, leave them loose, and then you clip the next board in. And when you have that clipped in, you screw them down and tighten it up. So as soon as I figured it out, it took me probably an hour to figure that out, and wasting a dozen of these clips in the process. But yeah, it's a great system. It's invisible. You don't see the screws except for the picture framing surround board. So yeah, okay. I hope this isn't annoying you, this little update. I just want to get a quick update on the decking here. And this will only be this area here in the beginning with the deck, and the next year I'm planning to do the rest around, but I have to save a bit money up for that, because these composite deckings are not a cheap way to go. I mean, I guess nothing's really cheap, I mean, when you look at it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy so far. And then I will update you with the next clip on the growing pond. So this is supposed to be finished today, and then back to the more important building project, the growing pond. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, we've made a bit of a progress on the pond. So we're getting close to finalizing the brickwork. And to all you bricklayers out there, please do not be offended over my dodgy work. It might be not to your standards, but it works for me. I'm not a bricklayer, sorry. But it's all level, so don't worry about the level. It's all level and plumb. My next stage is now pouring the slab for the planter trough here. So as you can see, I put a board underneath. I put bricks on the other side. There will be integrated into the slab, and then yeah, plenty of reinforcement so that will never ever collapse on me. There will be a support column underneath in the middle to support the slab as well, and then as you can see, I integrate it into the wall too, so the slab will support this wall, even if it's a very thick wall here, but yeah, that will support it. And then yeah, we have all the plants here, fiberglass, and then the return back into the pond will happen there. So yeah, I'll come back to you when I put the slab, and hopefully it all goes to my plants. So yeah, we'll be about 100 mil slab, quite thick, and proper concrete mix. So yeah, good. Then I'll come back to you when I finish the slab. Cross your fingers for me that it all works out. Thanks. Well, we're back and the slab has been poured. It all went pretty smooth. Pretty happy with it. If you're wondering what this pipe is doing there, just in the last minute I remembered that I forgot to integrate the return pipe from the skimmer that goes into the bio unit. So I put that in while I had the concrete in, so I stuck it in there, and then when I take the formwork off, hopefully I can just bang it down and then cut it to size. So yeah, a little mistake on my part, but I dug another hole. I put the pipe straight onto the formwork so it's not sitting on concrete. It would just be now encased with concrete, but it should be still easy to just give it a good whack and send it through. And then after that it'll get fiberglass in. Okay, so that's it, my 100 mil slab. Pretty happy with it. I had a few thoughts that might collapse on me while the weight goes in, but it worked all pretty good. Okay, and I will be back with you guys when I finish the brickwork. Okay, see you then. Okay, we're back and the brickwork is, let's say, 99% finished. I'm ready to start the rendering, and as you can see, I put these big corners on here to get a nice finish. At least I hope I can make a nice finish of the render. But all in all, I'm quite happy so far with the outcome. It's let me zoom you a bit back. I don't think it will come over on the camera. It is quite a big pond now. I mean, bigger than I expected, and when it's not as big as a big pond. I mean, it's just, as we said before, this is a grown pond, so it's not supposed to be a massive one. But honestly, from the sketch and from my imagination, I envisioned it a bit smaller, especially in the height. So the height is maybe, for when you sit here, a little bit high because you can't see the fish from the top, what I honestly prefer. However, for that we have got the window when I'm waiting at the moment for a prize. Will probably shock me when I get that. But so yeah, as you can see here, we've got a nice lintel above the window. This here is just to make it all straight because of the change in the bricks, the flat bricks here and the upright bricks on this side. So you can see on this one here, that little gap here I had to fill in, so that's why I put concrete on top. This has nothing to do with the stability. The stability of this is done by this big lintel. It goes from this point here all the way over to here. So yeah, so now the next update will be when I'm doing the render and when I finish the render. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like it, and see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.